20, Stephen McKinley, table 29 please. Table 21 please. Robert Callahan, table 24 please. Stephen Butler, Gary Crawford, table 25 please.
Well, welcome back to the afternoon session of the Saturday GB9. While we're waiting for the semi-finals of the main event, we are going to have a Tier 1 match in the meantime to tide us through. Fraser Patrick and Doug Clark, both players sent out of the main event by the same player, Ashik Nathwani. Bit of a surprise after the last event where Fraser was decimating everyone. Ashik's beaten him 9-1 to send him crashing out. But his losses are gains. We get to see him in this Tier 1 event instead. These are races to 7 instead of the 9 for the main event. So slightly shorter. And we'll be able to see what Fraser does without the pressure of the main event. Doug will be hoping to send him home early. Fraser getting more and more used to this TV arena, both here and at other events. He had the last 8 of the UK Open earlier this year, and the last 16 or last 32 of the European, I can't remember exactly. But starting to do some damage on the world stage, the World 9-Ball Tour. And it's Fraser who won the lag. A good lag from both players. Fraser who will start us off. Absolutely plumb break. 1 inside, 2 in the corner, 3 dressing up over the top corner. Exactly what you want when you come to the table. Just an easy shot at the lowest ball. And we've only seen 1 or 2 break-on runs all day so far. Table playing quite mean. Let's see if Fraser can start with one here. Closer than he meant. Awkward for a left-hander as well. Needing to use the bridge. Have to pull this out the way pretty quick. Keyboard's going to be going back that way. He's overhit this. Once again, this table proving difficult for the players. Doing the sensible thing, just pulling back and playing the safe. So Doug Clark gets his first chance at the table. I say chance. Can't do well to even hit this. 9 ball's a big ball. Going the route you'd want to go. So he's looking like he's going to have to go one rail. These are tough to judge. Yeah. 9 gets respotted. And Fraser will carry on with his run out. I was chatting to Fraser earlier, and I'm sure we'll get to catch up properly later. He's very much looking forward to Hanoi and the Philippines. He's just put in one net and straight in off from the 8 and conceded the rack. So Doug takes an unexpected lead. I'm sure he'll be more than happy with. Doug's break less successful. One ball goes high. Fraser's immediately back to the table. Be looking to get a mistake out of his head as soon as possible. Well, that wobbled. I didn't think that was going to drop, but it has. He just needs to bump this 3 out of the way, but he hasn't. And that 6 is right in the way of the 2-rail escape. So he's looking at it. Bottom rail, side rail. Oh, it's tough. So he's going to slightly swerve it around the 6. It's a good solid hit. He sold out a bit of a shot, but it was a tough escape. Yeah, 4 balls in a tricky position, which is why he's just taking some time over this 3. Decided not to play any heroics and just leave some sort of shot. The right thing to do, otherwise 9 ball would have come very much into play. Stands next to me, putting his glove on, so he's obviously being called up to the table. Just showing off his beautiful new gloves. Beautiful new gloves, which is a gift that every player who's come to this event has been given one of these pool gloves. And his new case, and as he said, you probably heard him, all the gear, no idea. He has got some idea. He has. He loves the game. Doug just the wrong side on 7. Now got a difficult cut back into the blind pocket. And he's overcut this, and Fraser's going to come back. Oh, how awkward has that gone? I thought he was straight down it. Stood up a bit. Must just go. It's probably tight though. Yeah, it's a good shot. I thought for a second it had just nestled close enough to that. May ought to be a problem. No danger of scratching off this 8. So Fraser does what we expect. And it's now 1-1. As I said, Fraser was talking to me and saying how much he was looking forward to the Hanoi and Philippines events that are coming up on the World 9-Ball Tour. So just a reminder, we have got firstly a ranking event in Hanoi, Perry Open. Sorry, not in Hanoi, in Vietnam. That's in Da Nang in Vietnam. And that's followed by the Hanoi Open, taking place October 7th till the 12th. And what is an absolutely stacked month on the calendar, because just a few days after that finishes, you've got the Reyes Cup, 16th to the 19th in the Philippines. And the qualification cut-off for that is actually the Hanoi Open, so we may not know all of the players until very close to the time. And then after the Rares Cup, we've got our first Philippines Open of the modern era, 21st to the 26th. As we see the one ball deposited in the side. Nice open shot on the 2 for Fraser. Yeah, really looking forward to going out for those events. And then end of the year, of course, Moscone Cup, 3rd till the 6th of December. And who knows, there may just be enough space in that November gap for something else. But that's not for me to tell you about. Caught that one very thin. And as such, didn't get anywhere near as far down the table as he meant to. So that's extremely thin now. If he chooses to take the pot on. If not, it's quite an easy one to get safe, you'd think, for someone of his calibre. Yeah, and he has done. But Doug back to the table unexpectedly. Like I say, breaking runs on this table have been few and far between. Sorry, just some technical talk there. This TYPLive is bringing this event to you. Fraser landed very close to that 8, but negotiated it fine, and is now 2-1 up in double quick time. That's the layout. Doug has left himself after that successful break. these sort of chances you've got to take out against a player like Fraser. Just the way he approached the ball, I had a feeling he was not comfortable with it. Could have been worse though. And again, could have been a much worse leave. There's plenty of balls here for Fraser to hide behind. I think he'll just delicately try and get behind that 8. He's done the job. Doug looks to be dismissing any thought of a jump shot, so more comfortable kicking it seems. This time he has left Fraser a chance. Just wants a bit of angle here on the 4 so we can come across for the 5 in the same pocket. Looks pretty good from here. Yeah, although he's the wrong side of this, should still be okay. Doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball really. And if Fraser was the favourite for the main event, he's 100% going to be a massive favourite to take out Tier 1. It's going to have some big players in it. And Majid also in that Tier 1 bracket. And in this event, they're trialling a pro event tomorrow with all the players that get to the quarter-final of the main event. So they're no longer going to be in Tier 1. They'll have their own little separate event, which will happen tomorrow, like I say. That pro event will be winner breaks. So it'll be practically identical to World 9 Ball Tour rule set. Fraser now stretches that lead to 3-1. Super solid connection there from Fraser, but he hasn't had a result. 2 ball stuck behind the pink 4. Might be able to see an edge of it. If not, he's definitely going to be pushing. Right, so he's looking at the top of the table where he wants to leave the cue ball. It's very much like Fraser's got the gap to be able to play a reasonable safety in these two. And that's awkward for Doug. Queuing over that black 8. He's only got a sliver of it to look at playing directly. So he's considering the 2-rail kick. Be a bit shallow here, I think. It is. Just the way he was queuing it up didn't look right. And he hands over control of the table back to Fraser. I mean, you're up against it at the best of times against someone like Fraser, when they're playing a good safety game as well to lock you out of it. And he nearly scratched again in that pocket. Might become his nemesis if he keeps doing that. Julian offering me another coffee. He says it's all going on Dan's tab and he doesn't have to know about it, so nobody tell anybody. All right, thank you. Fraser works his way through this clearance as we expect him to. And as smooth as butter cue action. And he's very quickly going to be over halfway to the winning line at 4-1. Just taking a look at the quarterfinals of the main event, they have all now concluded. And I can tell you that Ramesh Danny-Gokul has beaten Matthew Wrigley 9-7. But a pretty good event for Matthew. He ran Fraser close, 9-8 yesterday, and then we saw him come back early this morning against Imran Majid on this main table. Played fantastically well to get through. That was the last 16 at that point. But it will be Liam Monk against Danny-Gokul and Mark Caputo against Dean Shields. So we will have another new winner. One in the side, 2 in the corner, 3 dressed right up. Let's see if Doug can take advantage this time. Running a bit close here to the 4. Yeah, and it's one of those, whilst it's close it's manageable, but when you're so far away from queuing it, they're quite difficult to judge and get the queue out the way in time. And maybe that's just when you get to my sort of age. Yeah, he's done well. No heroics here. Middle of the table is absolutely fine. Surprised he went under those balls because there was always a chance. That's actually helped him out. Because now he can get to the natural angle is to go left hand side of the table, which was tough to get the 7 from there, but now it's easy. And yeah, a little bit of luck on that sand, but he's taken these balls out well so far. Can he finish the job? Little stun run. Certainly a very flowing player, isn't he? Doesn't take much time at all. Now 9 to the right pocket. Nice break and run for Doug. Fraser will be looking to do exactly the same in reply. I think it was really important for GB9 when they came back to keep this tiered system in play for when people are out in the main event, so that players who come with no real chance of winning the main event have something else to play for instead, but still get to rub shoulders with these top players that do enter. Fraser misses the one in the side, catches the top point. It's been a feature of this main table today. Not many breaks have gone low. Normally suggest players are hitting them a bit thick or putting a bit too much side spin on. It's a lovely idea to stick Fraser on that purple 5, but unfortunately the way the one ball's just run out, just knocked it out of the way. So you think Doug is going to be in a bit of trouble now. He left a bit of a gap for him to get through. He has. Basically left the same safety for Doug to try and attempt. Can pick a slightly better pace. This would be quite telling, but again, this looks a bit short. So Jake Newlove did tell me earlier he thought this table was a bit slow. Ridley told me similar as well. Seems to be running okay from this view, but maybe it's just what the players are used to practicing on, slightly quicker. That looked like a foul to me. Players just saying they weren't sure, which is fair enough because they didn't get a referee to take it, and to be honest, Fraser won't mind anyway because he was left a shot on the one regardless. Might have argued it a bit more if he was snookered behind something perhaps. Just flowing through these balls again. Doesn't want to get stuck behind the 8. He's been a bit fortunate there. Could have gone very wrong. He's playing at a much quicker pace than I'm used to seeing him. He's always been quick in amongst the balls, to be fair. Seems to have a bit of a carefree flow to this. And sometimes that's what happens. And Doug gets back in. Again, it was scratch on the 8 that cost Fraser the first rack. Looks like a slightly careless one on the 8 this time. Might cost him the 7th. And he really should be out of sight, Fraser. But he's not. You can't keep giving players chances, no matter how good you are. That's a good finish. Only one behind now, and Doug's break. Doug making his way through this clearance pretty swiftly. His confidence is going to be getting higher and higher now. There's 4-1 down. Chance to level it here. Oh, that flick on the 9 puts him in the danger zone. He might still be all right. I don't think he can see enough of it. Well, he hasn't panicked yet, just looking at his face. He might be okay. He is okay. That looked for all the world like it had gone very, very wrong. So, 2 rails here and out for the 8. This looks good. Aside from that slight misposition, we caught the 9 there a couple of shots ago. When he's had chances, he's been okay. He's been solid. This could have been a bit easier. One of the shots that could dictate the match, really. Knows he should be out. Plum. All tied up at 4-4. So Fraser caught the one ball high last time, hit the point. His opponent's been breaking better than him. Let's see what he can do this time. That looks perfect. Will he get a shot at the 2? He will. It's not the easiest. That's a much better break from Fraser Patrick. Super solid. Didn't try to do too much. He knows that big angle's good here. This looks very good. Choices now. Just play forwards off the side rail, I think. It's just standing up on it. Considering the option of going the other side. So yeah, move the tip of the cue down, you can see that, so he's going to come this side. And it's good he's made that adjustment, because when he was just getting down and hitting shots in the previous couple of racks, he's missed a couple. Playing a bit of one pocket here. And that's much more like it. And he retakes the lead at 5-4. So I can tell you after this match we will have our semi-finals of the main event. And on the mainstream table we're going to see Liam Monk against Ramesh Gokul. On the other stream table, which you can see on the Spots and Stripes YouTube channel, Mark Capito will take on Dean Shields. And then of course we'll follow that up with our main event final where we'll crown a brand new champion. Dug to break here. These breaks have had a pretty good result. Once again, Landed with a shot on the 2. Fraser there just not happy with his opponent's power of his break. To be honest, I do agree with him. I don't think it's forceful, but he hasn't actually made a complaint to the referees, which I believe is what you have to do here at GB9, just reading through the information. Yeah, please report offences to a referee or official so they can then monitor it. Is what it says in the player information. Doug has a chance here. To level this one up again. This is why we do like a forceful break, because Doug hasn't had to travel to the top of the table at all. It's just been close control, close control. And we like to see balls thrown everywhere, difficult layouts. Where's this gone? It's just avoided the middle pocket. Left a roll and around 3 rails to get to the 9 ball here. And there's a bit of distance here. So this is a massive tester, especially when you know if you miss, your opponent's probably going to get to the hill. But he's absolutely nailed it, and it is now 5-5.
Stephen Moriarty, Ryan Grant, table 23. This time, Fraser doesn't make the 1, but he does make a random ball. The 2 ball flies in. So he still has a shot. It's probably better that way. He's so close to that 6 ball. wouldn't be able to see much else on the table if the one had gone in. Immediately playing safe, didn't even consider trying to pot that. And it looks like from this angle he's left the gap. Just catching the point there means the cue ball goes out to the right hand side and gives Fraser a shot. But he is welded to that rail. This is tougher than the one he turned down a minute ago. So I think we'll see him play safe again. Well, my mistake. That's rattled but fallen in. So this is the last tough one, you'd think, in this clearance. If he manages to get back down, and a good shot on the 6. Yeah, that's just bounced enough. A lot of movement on the cue ball, but that is perfect. And the only reason he's shaking his head is because the natural line of drawing the cue ball back that he'd want is running into the 9. So he might have to leave some more distance than he'd hope. He might have to punch it forwards. He might have to pinch the pocket, which he doesn't want to do in case it rattles. I think it's possible to pinch the pocket here and come back inside the 9. He's gone forward instead. I think that was the right way to go. It's just died a bit off that second rail. Not got as far as he had hoped. Being a left-hander, that 9 ball's in the way as well. And that's an extension to his cue. Still a bit of a stretch even for a man as big as him. And playing it side to side. But didn't catch it 50-50 ball, so he has left something here. Possibly in the middle. No. Where the cue balls ended up, I think Fraser would have preferred if he had prodded it. Never mind, he's still at the table. And destiny is in his own hands. Swishes the 8 perfectly on the 9. And he is first to the hill. We'll see if Doug hits this one a bit harder, we'll see. We often see when players make a very obvious complaint, as Fraser did. Even if the referee hasn't spoken to the other player will hit it harder. See what happens here.
Yeah, still seems very soft to me. He's made the one. He has a shot on the two. Safety puts him in full control of this rack. Fraser will need to come up with something a bit special to return the favour. Possible to creep inside the 8 ball on the right hand side and just avoid the purple 5, go 2 rails that way, or he can jump the 3 and just go 1 rail, more likely to have a better connection on the 2 that way. Looks like that's what he's decided to do. Almost guaranteed distance here, it's just whether he can also get cover. I think he's going to leave a shot. Pretty unlucky, to be fair. Just run into the 3. Oh, that's not nice. Pot was perfect. Just catching that 3 ball. He's now super close to it. Tough to read these angles. Did well not to double hit that, and he's made it. Well, I'm surprised he played it to the side. I think he's going to get away with this because that 4 ball, pink 4, is in pretty much the worst position on the table for Fraser. Any contact on the slightly on the right hand side of it, on the scratches, and it's super tough to get safe because it's so close to the point. So he's going to have to go up and down the table and try to make it. Oh, so close. But he gives up ball in hand. And he could be going heel-heel here. He's just making sure of every shot now. He was free-flowing earlier on. Probably feeling it. Pinches the pocket a bit to try and get the cue ball away from the bottom rail. think it's almost guaranteed to be a decider. And he does make it 6-6. And we are in the final frame shootout. Fraser will be breaking, but his breaks have not been always there for him. He's relied on a random ball a couple of times. As he carefully racks the ball for the final break. The handshake comes, a fist bump on this occasion. This time he does make the one in the side. The two also goes down, which he would love to have stayed up. Just because of where the three's finished, you can only see half a ball and not the potting angle. But those three balls close to each other, 5, 8, 9, make this pretty simple safety. If it just clips off the side of the three, sends it near the 7. And cue ball, top of the table, please. I think he's just gone too far now. Yeah, he's not happy. He's left a shot where he should have left nothing. Just caught it a bit thick. Which meant both three and cue ball travelled further to the right than they meant. So Doug manages to use those cluster of balls to hook Fraser Patrick. Not he left much. It's not easy. So thin cut on the 3 ball. Probably going to be running into the 4 if you can avoid it. You'll have to go twice across. Oh, he played the bank. And welcome back to John, who joins us just at Hill here in this Tier 1 match.
Oh. Doug Clark has just took on a bank and missed it. Left Fraser with the initiative.
Yeah, it's been a very close match, as you can tell.
But good.
Fraser has thrown away a couple of chances. Scratched early off an easy 8 and 9 and gave away the first rack. And later on missed a fairly straightforward 8, which gave Doug some initiative back in the match. And just can't believe it's got to Hill really. I mean, the chances have fallen. But Doug's had much better chances off the break, which he's taken advantage of, to be fair.
Well, he's in a world of trouble here.
This has been the one aspect of Doug's game where you've seen he's struggled. He's misjudged lines a couple of times.
I think this is going below. Yeah.
Yeah. You can just see, can't you, by the way he lines it up.
You've got to account for that little bit of slide that you're going to get, especially queuing off the rail like that, where you're forced to play in the cue ball with top. He's had a little bit of a result in the sense of the 6-7 tying up, but you wonder if Fraser's going to be tempted by the combo. I don't think so. You can kind of have a bit of a go as a shot to nothing. You know, 3's going up table, you're trying to kill the white in behind the 4 and 5.
So you're looking at possibly 3-9 now, are you?
Yeah, I'm not surprised he's not looking at it. It's not a very nice high percentage shot, but looks like, what is he playing?
Playing safe, I think.
I think he's playing for 3 files. In behind the 9, get the 3 up near the 6 and 7, and that's where you get your second snooker from and get the 3rd file.
Plus playing the object ball so close to the problem cluster, you're very likely, even if the player gets out of it, they're going to open it up, but he's actually opened it up with that, so that's a good shot.
That's clever, yeah. Gave himself options there. Either he opens the cluster up and is there for the run out if he gets ball in hand, or if there's a file here, you would expect another snooker. Yeah, he's right welded behind that. This is not a nice place to be in.
He's going to have to go 2 rails by playing over the 9 ball.
He can't even go
3 rails, sorry.
Left-hand side of the table because he's so close to the 9. That takes away that route. So this is all he's got. This is very tough.
Fraser's standing up so he can go and watch this just in case it's a close hit, which it wasn't quite.
So.
Decision time.
Well, he'll be potting the 3 here, and again he's got options. He could potentially like play a stop shot on the 4 and hide behind the 5, you know, bank the 4 down behind 8 and 9 off the left-hand rail. You could just go for the out. See how confident he's feeling.
Nervous finish to what was expected to be a simple one-sided affair. Hasn't proved to be the case. And Doug has more than played his part.
Okay, from where he is here, I think he hides behind the 5. Just kill the white dead. Yeah, he's done it that quick. Kill the white dead. I'm saying that he might actually have this to the middle. No, yeah, that's it. That's the way.
So, you've got to get out of this, Doug.
And this is, again, like Fraser's doing a very good job of getting tight up next to his blocker and taking away options for the kick. I think Doug is, well, saying that, I think Doug has got the 2 rails going this way, but he's got what Fraser's done, he's taken away the easy 1 rail escape to the right.
I think he's going to miss it too.
Yeah,
he has, and he's swiped it fireball, yeah. But that was a very good competitive match. Fraser will be happy to be through it. He could have been on the way home already. But he wins that 7-6. And like I say, the next match that we'll bring you will be the main event semi-final. Liam Monk against Ramesh Danny Gokul. And that will be coming up in just a few moments' time.